Welcome Quackers to this quick, hopefully, tutorial on how to give your kids help in Edline, particularly with looking up usernames, changing passwords, all that stuff. So first of all, if your students haven't activated yet and they need an Edline activation code, there's a couple different ways. You can show them that you can do it online. If they just click on Edline Access, it's going to pop them over to this screen eventually where they put in their student ID, their last name, and then whether they're a student or their parent, submit it, and then that's going to give them their activation code automatically. And then with that code, they can go ahead and set their account up. So that's a quick and easy way. You could also describe that to parents on the phone if you're talking to them. Another way to get their codes is you can print them out ahead of time. So let me show you that. You're going to want to go into your class, and now right now the advisory class is not showing up. Hopefully, cross your fingers, within a few days technology will have that fixed. For this example, I'm using Karen's Smith's. I'm just going to use her third hour. So I'm going to go to my third hour. In your case, you go to your advisory, and then you're going to go to Command Center, and you're going to say Manage Class. And then in here, one of the options is to print the activation code. And when you do that, you want to say, I would say, group students and their parents separately. And then next, and then print it, group them as a web page, print them as a web page, and then I'm going to show you a preview. It puts all the parent codes first, and most of our parents, or a lot of them, have not activated yet. So there's a lot of codes there for parents. So we might want to consider printing them out and then having your advisory kids bring them home to their parents. But eventually you're going to get down to the bottom here to the actual kids. And then like there's Fidel's code and Roy and Alexis and Charles. And Karen just has a handful of students. So she could print that out and then cut those and then give them to those kids. So that's one way you could get their codes, that you could hand them to them. Now let's say another problem you're going to have is kids have their code activated but they forgot their username or forgot their password. So let me show you what you can do about that. What I want to do is, went to the wrong spot there. I'm going to come back out to my classes. Now this part's a little bit weird. I'm going to go back to the advisory class, or in this example I'm going to U.S. History. And what I want to do next is I want to just click on back. I'm using the back arrow. I'm not going to click on home. I'm going to click on back. And there's apparently like a glitch in Edline that if I'm at the class, like advisory or whatever class, and then you click on back, and if you do that, then you come to Command Center and say Manage Users. For some reason, it remembers the last class you were in, and it's just going to show me those 38 kids. So it's not going to show me the whole school. Normally, when you're at the home screen and you click on Manage Users, it shows the entire school. But for some reason, if you come back from a class, it's doing that. And now I can see each student's screen names. And let's say Devontae wanted to change his password. I would click on Edit. Let's say if he forgot his password. You could come here, you could change his screen name if you wanted to. And I would suggest having kids use their student ID as their screen name. And then you can change their password here. And what you should do is select Eastern. If anybody wants a password reset, all of us will always select Eastern. That's kind of like our default. And that way, when the students log in, it'll tell them to change it right away. So they'll never keep it as Eastern, but if we all use that as our default, that would be really great. So you can do that, change his password, and then just update it, and then have the students try it. So that will allow you to change their password, and you've also you could change screen names by using this kind of roundabout method. If that doesn't work for you, then normally, like the way I normally have to do it, I click at home, like the home page, I go to Command Center, Manage Users, and then it's going to show the entire building. And then you're going to just have to find that particular student. So you could search for them down here under their name. But let's say I wanted to change Sabrin's. If you click on Edit, normally what's going to happen is going to just allow you to change the password. But that other way I showed you, if you start in the class and then you go back, and if you're lost, just rewind the video. You can see me do it again. That allows you to change your screen name as well. So hopefully by now you know how to print off activation codes. You can show kids how to get their own activation codes. You can easily bring up all of the screen names of the kids for your advisory class. And then you can also change passwords for kids who've forgotten their passwords. And if you're having kids try it in your room, if you've got like 2 computers in your room, if they log in and they try their password and they fail, they forgot it, and then they say, hey, you know, Miss Smith, can you reset it? And then you're on your computer and you change the password to Eastern. If they try it again right away and they haven't closed the browser, it usually will not work. So if they're trying it right in front of you, have them close their browser out. Then you can reset the password to Eastern and then have them open it back up again and then try Eastern, and then it will work. For sure, for sure. So I think that's about it. Hopefully that works all right for you. And I'm going to be updating, making everybody have full power, you know, to have the ability to change passwords, but it may take a couple days. So if you try this like right away tomorrow, yours may not work yet. It may take a day or two. But I don't think we have this planned for advisory until next week. So hopefully we'll all be good to go by then. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. Or watch the video again.